Sorry, brothers and sisters, the video kind of cut off there. I ran out of memory in my phone. And I'm sure these videos take a lot of memory in your phone, so don't forget to delete. Yeah, so just saying we could put up so many barriers to the Lord and to growing in intimacy with Him. And so we have this responsibility to pass through these stages of the spiritual life so that we could grow in this intimate, experiential knowledge of God. And like I said, the source of that is the Holy Eucharist, and especially Eucharistic adoration is not just a devotion among devotions. It's not like, oh, I do adoration and I do prayer at home in my, like that's your choice. No, it's just a norm of Christian experience to just be with Jesus, to be in front of Him, talking to Him face to face. And so what we have to do is cultivate those abilities to receive the grace from His Eucharistic heart. And that's part of the path of contemplation and learning mental prayer in front of the Lord and learning how to be disposed to the radiant light of His heart, because He is so active there. And it's there, I think it's a shortcut, like St. Carlos Acutis says, this is a shortcut to heaven. Well, what is heaven? Well, where you know God face to face. So in that sense, sitting before Him face to face in adoration, it will be a formative experience of our growth in contemplative knowledge of Jesus, of the Father and of the Holy Spirit. St. Thomas Aquinas is clear in his whole reflecting on the scriptures and the whole tradition of the church and all the different saints and thinkers who've thought about the way that God lives in our hearts. He says that we, the grace given to us actually prepares us for the actual possession in our heart of the divine persons themselves. They actually come to dwell in our heart, the Trinity, and we possess them. They truly are present in the grace. The person is there, and that's incredible. And because of that, we have duties to this divine indwelling. We have duties to become aware and reverent of this intimate presence. The more we do that, the more we will grow in the knowledge of our experience of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit in our heart, that in the very core of our being is this presence that permeates our soul, if we're in a state of grace, of the living Trinity. And it's this knowledge of them made possible by faith and the grace of sanctifying grace that allows us to live in this loving knowledge of Him. There's a direct correspondence between our lives of love. The more we grow in love, we will have more knowledge of love and direct experience of love, especially when that love is charity, the grace of the Holy Spirit, where that love we're loving others with is the love that Jesus has for the church, the love that He has for all of us, where we love with God's love. We will grow in knowledge of God when we love, because He is love. So the experience of love, the growth in love, will give us direct knowledge of Him. And so those who grow in love will come to know God, and they will be more kind, more gentle, more peaceful, less agitated. They will reflect God in their lives. And so this is a crucial task for all of us to live the life of love. Will affect directly our prayer life, which is a life of love as well, which is a prayer of love. If we're accustomed to loving, in the rest of our life, we'll be accustomed to loving in prayer, loving God. So two are directly related, and it prepares us for prayer. And prayer is reciprocal. Prayer also prepares us for the life of love, outward with our neighbor. And exercising love with our neighbor will prepare us to meet our ultimate neighbor, God, in prayer.